Hi everyone, today I'll be reviewing the 1/8 scale figure of Kanna Mikoto from Air, which has been produced by Piccolo. And I'm not too sure about the company names here since she's actually produced by Russian Blue, but I do believe that's actually the same company as Piccolo. I just think that they either had a name change or it was a company working alongside the company or something of that sort. However, this figure was released in 2007, so the box is actually in fairly good condition considering this is over 10 years old. So at the front we have the Air logo, which of course is Key's visual novel Air, and Kanna Mikoto's name. Her name is generally referred to as Kanna. On the side of the box there is a picture of the figure as well as Air and Kanna with a 1/8 scale figure, along with these feather-shaped windows. And on the back of the box we have the quote from Air as well as the Russian Blue logo and the sculptor's name, which is Nomiyama Ryozen. He actually still sculpts various model kits even to this day, so that's really interesting to know. There's also Key's logo there along with the usual visual arts sticker of authenticity. And the other side of the box is pretty much the same. And here she is inside of the plastic. There's quite a lot of plastic encasing her considering she has wings as well as the base at the back. I'm really looking forward to seeing the base since it looks really professional. Considering this is an old eroge figure from a garage kit sculptor from maybe over a decade ago, it's really high quality, so I can't wait to open it. And from pulling her out of the plastic, I can tell that she has a lot of residue on her. My Nagisa figure from around the same year had the same problem, so hopefully I can try and clean some of that off because it's quite bad. Detail on her is amazing, it's just the stickiness on her is actually visible to the point where her hair is now shiny, so that needs to be sorted. So here is Kanna assembled out of the box. When I took her out of the box she actually had a lot of residue left on her. I believe that she was probably left in the box for a long time, so it took a while of me giving her a light wash to try and remove most of that. Some of it has still remained, but I'm going to do my best to try and maintain that for now. But I had never seen a figure in that bad of a condition before, so that was a first for me. I was really surprised on the quality of her the minute I took her out of the box. Considering she is from 2007, she's of extremely high quality even though she was from such a small company such as Russian Blue, and the sculptor as well did a fantastic job. Starting with the base, she does not actually sit on the base at all. These pegs here are useless. She stands on her own, which is quite lucky, but she doesn't actually have anywhere to attach herself onto the base since her dress is longer than her feet, so her feet don't actually touch the bottom of the base at all. It's just the dress that keeps her propped up. The base itself, however, is really nice and quite professional looking. I'm not too sure why the company didn't really check that she doesn't actually stand on the base at all. I'm not too sure, but that's obviously some sort of sculpting fault. As for her face, she has the really old Hinoitaru style that is from the original game of Air, but the sculpting on her hair as well is quite astonishing considering the age. It's just the sticky residue that's been left behind since she's been in the box there. And looking at the bells tied onto her hair as well, there is a slight chipping of paint on one of them, but I do believe that's from the old age. And moving on to her kimono, since Kanna is actually from the Heian Jidai, she is wearing a kimono from that time, and they've done a really good job at replicating what it looked like in the game. Not to mention the use of translucent red here along with the pink just being a normal opaque PVC. I really like this. And moving on to the wings, I would just like to mention this figure doesn't actually have any detachable parts, it's all together as one, so the wings and everything are already attached to her when she comes in the box. The wings are slightly pearlescent and also slightly translucent as well, which gives off a nice effect and makes it slightly different to the translucent red used at the bottom. The wings are quite large and do take up most of the space on this figure. She's not really posing as such, but I feel like the wings are actually posing for her in a sense and really creates this aura around her. And something else I really like about this figure is that she looks fantastic from the back. I feel like you could take some really good photographs with her even when she's facing from the back, and the sculptor paid so much attention to not just what you can see from the outside but even the parts that are covered up by her wings or the clothing or her hair. if you look underneath, it's still all actually been sculpted properly underneath, which is some really nice attention to detail there. The same company that made this Kanna figure actually made figures of Kanno, Minagi and Misuzu as well, and after seeing in person just how wonderful this Kanna is, I definitely want to pick up the rest too to go with her. This Misuzu is actually by Exhaust, but even these two go quite nicely as well. I highly recommend picking this up if you can find it. I actually managed to get her on auction, which was really lucky. I hadn't seen her in a long time and I just thought I'd finally go for it. She did come with a lot of sticky residue left on her since she'd been left in the box for a long time, but I actually managed to remove most of that and she ended up looking completely fine afterwards. Despite the issues with her base and also with the residue in the box as well, I'm really glad that I bought this figure and those things don't really bother me at all. So if you can find her, I do highly recommend her if you like the game Air or you're a fan of Key. She looks really wonderful. She's actually one of the best figures I've ever bought, I think. So I hope you enjoyed this review and I'll see you all next time. Bye!